Okay, welcome. And something came in the mail today. Several of these somethings. It's a project that's been going for quite a while. I'm still not totally happy with it, but I wanted to share it. It's a book I came up with. Obviously, a small book, but we'll get off of this. I'll come back to these physical paper books in a minute. So let's switch to the screen, which you've seen before. But I wanted to walk you through what this is all about. The book is filled with this, as you can see down here when the arrows come up. This is where my latest collage, digital collage, comes up. Usually every day, but I can't guarantee that. That's today's, called 8. And you can also see it on Instagram. There's a link there. And on Facebook, there's a link there. But both of those places chop off the top and bottom. And I kind of lose stuff. The best place to look is on this link to Fine Art America. But anyway, this is just about sharing, not about selling. But if you're interested, that's how you could do it. So let's go to where the book is. Now, here it is on Amazon. At least I think it's on several Amazons in the world, which is, it's kind of cool. I'm excited about this. And there's a little bit about me, Slip the Trap. I'll read it. I now attempt writing with the hope of achieving an interesting novel someday. This after being a dairy farmer, true, student, aircraft pilot, Air Force, mathematician, computer programmer, many too many years, hiker, lots of hiking up and down the Appalachian Trail, the full length 4 times, a marathoner, yes, as in the long marathon, not the short ones, and most recently, digital artist. And I guess I should add author, and I would have put father on there, but I don't know that that's appropriate. But anyway, at this point, I really wish I had paid more attention in all those English classes. That's a nod back to the English teachers who, because I was kind of athletic back then, let me slip and slide a little bit instead of making me pay more attention, do the hard work, blah, blah, blah. And then I mention my website and I say peace. And they let you put your 2 books here. Unfortunately, the price can't get any lower than $1.99, but less than $2. So that's the ebook. And because this is color and it's filled with color photos, pictures from the digital collage I make, it's priced at $10. I think it's actually $8.80 or something, but I just rounded up. But it doesn't matter. If I was you, I would enjoy the ebook much more because it's a brighter. You can see the pictures much easier. And then now they let you put under here these author updates. They let you put your picture, other pictures and videos, and just this is the cover for the book without the words, like the original collage piece. That's interesting, I thought. And then there they are all listed and clickable and all that. So what I was going to do is go over here to, because I bought it, of course. Here it is in Kindle Cloud, which I think, for me anyway, is becoming one of the better places to read because all your books are there. If I go back here to my library, you can see I got a truckload of stuff from many years, even though our love for Amazon comes and goes. But anyway, let's go back to my book, which is right there. And then that comes up, and when I click on it, I can get the heading to go away, and there you see the title, Suddenly Fiction, Illustrated Flash Fiction by me, Slip the Trap. And there's the title page, copyright. There's the chapters, even though it's not really chapters. Each one's a little standalone story. because, as it'll come up here in a second, I did this with guidance from Linda, who I appreciate. And so I did this, I guess this is like a dedication page or a preface, maybe. So that's the email that she sent me long ago. And then I tried to do it, even though I messed up for one day, but I did do 29 days worth of something like writing. And it's kind of a big deal for me because I didn't read a lot growing up. I didn't write unless forced to. So to do something like this, even though it might not be, the best effort ever, it means a bunch. But anyway, what I'll do is, this is on the screen. I think it's kind of readable. So instead of you having to read it, I have been recording things to put on Audible, which is Amazon's book reading thing. In other words, it's like a podcast. You can listen to a book there, purchase it and listen to it. So I'm going to let you listen to me read chapter 1. Here goes. Chapter 1. Standing with my back against shelves of books I have never read and never will, I start to speak. The tiny crowd coughs and adjusts while trying to get comfortable in those metal folding chairs. Overeager eyes stare back, hanging on my every uttered syllable, as if I speak anywhere near as well as I write. Writing takes time and only comes out of growth. Speaking is in the now with no chance to edit, no do-over. I begin as usual with the giving of credit where credit is due, always saying that my loved Linda gifted me a wind-up tomato-shaped timer gadget which spawned a seemingly never-ending series of books. Each and every book a bestseller, a light in the dark, life-changing, songs were sung, wine and cheese served, yada, yada, yada. So that was chapter 1, even though they're not chapters, of course, but they're just little stories, little flash fiction, I think they're called, or microfiction. They've got all these writer name for things that I don't completely understand. I'm getting there. And hopefully I'll get better at this and do more of it. So let's go back to the books. And if you made it this far, then you're about to find out something. So I bought several of these, 5, I think. And I want to give 2 away. And I guess I'm limited because of, the worldwide situation to anyone that wants them in the United States or its territories. So it's easy shipping and doesn't cost me too much. But these are $10 values according to Amazon. And there are imperfections, like the edge there is off, which I'll have to correct sometime if it matters. And let's just look inside so you can get a sense of what's in there. Sorry if there's a glare. And the pictures, all of the collage art that's in here could be lightened, as in it's a bit too dark, but then I tend to do everything on the device I'm using, and it looks bright there, but when you get it to where you want to print it, it's darker. It's something I have to work on. So let's see how long a book this is. It's printed in Delaware. There's the About the Author page with a thank you and links to things, which do work on they don't work on a print book, but they do work in the ebook. And there's a picture that came out kind of bright. So this is about, I think it counts it as 62 pages, but it looks like 55 realistically. But I will give these away, and if it happens, so happens, that more than two people would like one, then I'll do some sort of drawing, I guess, in the future. But just leave a comment and say you would like one, and we'll go from there. Now, I think also, just point it out, at some point I will be allowed to give away the ebook for a while. think that's an Amazon thing to kind of promote your book a little bit. And I'm not sure when that's going to happen or if it happens, but I think it does. And when it does, I'll come back with another video saying that it is available and you could get it if you want it. And just so you know, this is someone who is not a writer yet, but is kind of pushing themselves just a little bit to get there and to get better and all of that. And by putting yourself out there like this, either in this video or wherever, both with the art and with the writing, I think it will help me in the long run. And hopefully someday I'll come up with something that's truly beautiful as an artwork and some writing that's truly enjoyable to read. So with that, again, just leave your name if you're interested in one of these two, and then I'll come back with when the ebooks are available for free anywhere in the world, apparently. So with that, I will say peace.